What I'm going to tell you in this video is basically like the cheat code to making more friends and talking to more people. I'm going to open this with a video by maybe using a comparison to help you understand where we're going with this and why that's so important. So imagine there's two people right now. Like if I have my Labubu's, there's Labubu on the left and Labubu on the right. This guy right here, this Labubu, he's got a very he looks upset. He looks like looks like he's about to fight somebody. Doesn't look like he's in a good mood at all. He's kind of just like by himself. He's closed off like this. The person doesn't look like he's in a good mood is what I'm trying to say. And then you got the other person right here. He's like smiling. He's kind of like bopping around. If he's got music, if he's got headphones in, like if you're at the gym, he's like just bopping, listening to music. Looks like he's in a good mood. He looks like if you talk to him, that conversation might go well. Well, you would more than likely want to talk to the person that I just explained that's in a happier mood, simply because humans, it's like human, I don't want to say it's human nature, but what I have discovered from myself over time when I see people I talk to, when people talk to me, is that when I'm in a good mood, I tend to talk to more people. I will meet more people. I'll make more friends. I'll talk to more girls. When somebody else that I'm talking to is in a good mood, the conversations between us are typically much more enjoyable. They're easier. They're more fun. And that's what I want to talk about in this video is, open up my phone again, is just like why we want to have a playful and fun attitude when we talk to people. And I'm going to try to demonstrate this. This is my 4th video of the day, so I might be a little drained mentally. Been yapping for a while, but I'm going to try to demonstrate right here is a good example of what I mean, like when you talk to people about just randomly yapping and being in like a good mood, like smiling, and how this can make you more approachable, more likable. So before I get into the video and just talk about this and demonstrate it to you guys, if you do like what you see, man, please give the video a thumbs up. I'm doing it right now, and I would appreciate that. New channel, you would help promote the video into the algorithm. Okay, so when you're talking to people, I don't really know the best way to explain this, but I do know it's true. Maybe I can give you an example of what I mean. So your emotions, how you feel, so how you feel on the inside is going to be projected on the outside, and people, especially women, they're going to be able to see that. And if they interact with you or engage with you, either one of your two emotions are going to like bleed on to the other person. So I remember that I was dating this girl a couple years ago, and every time I was around her, it always seemed like she was complaining or bitching about something. Now, when we were hooking up and having sex, that was fine because I'm pleasuring her. She felt good. But I'm using that example because that was the only time that she was ever like in a good mood. Otherwise, there was a time that her and I went to Best Buy one time, and I don't know what happened, but she ended up like losing her mind because I guess they couldn't fix whatever, or they didn't have the part. Something happened where she was like, dude, what the hell was this, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God. At that moment, I knew, I was like, I don't want to be around a person like this anymore, because what you're going to notice, especially if it's with your significant other, before I go into the rest of the video, who you associate with is very important. You're going to become more like the people that you're constantly around all the time. This is why I say we want somebody to associate feeling good when they're around you. I'm going to beat that into this channel, so every person that sees this is going to realize that. So if we're being playful and we're being fun, and I'm going to try to demonstrate this right now by when I talk. So I'm going to be smiling and talking like this for the rest of the video, and it should be more enjoyable to watch just because of how like lively I'm being. So this is what I mean. Like people like this that are smiling, that look happy, people want to be around. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I can tell my muscles are getting tired. People want to be around other people like that. So when you talk to people, if you're sitting here like, if you fucking talk to people like this all the time, like you look like you're in a pissed off mood. You could care less that they're here, and you've got if you've got stuff going on in your head and you're not in a good mood, that's fine. Like if you can't get out of that, it's fine. But if you don't have anything going on in your life and you are in a good mood, then you're more likely to talk to people. You're going to be more approachable. And so this video has nothing to do with learning how to like talk to people or approach people. But what I'm trying to say is I have videos on this channel that can teach you how to approach somebody, how to hold better conversations, but none of that's going to matter if you're somebody that nobody wants to talk to begin with. Now, if you are, like I said, if you're in a bad mood and you can't get out of that funk, then it is okay to skip talking to people for the day. If you're in a bad mood and somebody comes and talks to you, let them know, hey, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm not in the best mood right now. So if our conversation doesn't go very well, just know like I've got a lot going on. And I just want you to be aware that I'm not like in the best headspace. They are more than likely going to be like, yeah, okay, that's no problem. Or they're going to say, hey, you know what? Well, I'll just let you go. I'll catch up another time. It's not rude to let people know that. Now, if you are in a good mood and you are talking to somebody that might not be like in the best mood, well, if you talk to them and you're in a good mood, when you like I said, those emotions are going to bleed into each other. So if they're kind of like miserable and you're in a good mood, well, they might not instantly become like in a better mood like when you talk to them. However, this is from my experience and what I've seen, especially when I talk to girls, I can see that I can get them to light up and be happy in the moment when I talk to them. And that when you're in a playful and a fun mood, when you talk to people, you're giving somebody a good feeling. You're giving somebody a good experience from talking to you. And if you can get somebody a good experience when it comes to talking to you, they're going to want that more. This is what I mean by people like positive energy, people that have good lives, that are happy all the time. They attract more people because humans instinctively know that if they're in a good mood, I'm likely going to be in a good mood being around them. Well, they look like they're having a good life. Well, I bet if I'm around them more, my life's going to be great too. That I don't know the scientific reasoning behind why that is. I don't even know if there is anything like that, but I'm only telling you from my personal experience, somebody that talks to an absolute fuck ton of people. You can ask, if you go to my gym at 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll have people literally come up to me and be like, hey, are you going to work out today or are you going to talk to people today? Which one is it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm in the mood to work out, but maybe I'll talk to people right now. Who knows? And my excuse is like, well, I work from home, so I'm either talking to a camera or talking to a dude all day, or somebody. Like, I want to get out and I want to socialize. I want to talk to people, man. This is my time to come and be alive. And so I'm mainly at the gym when I talk to people, and you'll have people say you should never talk to people at the gym. And that's so stupid. I meet like 99% of the people I talk to from the gym because that's a place that I go to on a regular basis. And I have status at that gym because I know a lot of people. So that's another reason to from an attraction standpoint, if you're a guy and you've got status in an area, well, that's more people are going to want to be around you just because you're like the top dog, the leader. But as far as conversational wise goes and learning male, female dynamics and just human dynamics in general, people want to be around other people that are in a good mood. Because again, the whole point, and let me say this. So if you're in a bad mood, something I have done that I've proven over and over and over and over and over again that works for me pretty much every single time. Now, there are days, like I said, there are days where even I find myself in a weird funk and I don't know how to get out of that. There are those days. And those are, I don't like those. I'm like, is something wrong with me? And then the very next day, I'm like, fucking bam, back to Mitchell, back to talking to everybody. I was at Publix the other day before I go into this. I was at Publix the other day and I was having one of those, I call them field days, where I was talking to everybody and anybody. I was just going up and complimenting random girls and having conversations with a lot of the older ladies I was seeing there. And I remember I was checking out and this guy was like, hey man, how are you? I'm like, dude, I'm having a great day today. And he goes, yeah, I know, I can hear you. So I thought that was really funny because when I'm social, Mitchell's around. I'm a kid in a wheelchair and I got my German Shepherd with me. And people know me. I'm the only one in this city that's in a wheelchair that's as tattooed as I am, that looks as good as I am, that has a dog like me. It's me, and my voice is very unique because I'm very vocal. So I thought that was really funny. But what I will do is if I find myself in the morning, usually first thing in the morning too, if I'm still kind of waking up or whatever, I'll tell myself okay, I'm kind of in a funk right now, but you know what? I'm going to have a good day today. I'll start smiling. That's really important. It's a lot of my videos, I tell you guys, you have to just try to smile. Because when you smile like this, if you hold it, and it might be awkward and uncomfortable at first, I get that, man. But as I'm talking to you right now and I'm smiling, I'm noticing that even I am starting to feel good just by smiling. And that's what I want. If you tell yourself, hey man, I'm going to have a good day today. I want to talk to somebody. I'm going to have a good time. It's a beautiful day out here in Florida. The weather today, there was not a single cloud in the sky. bright and sunny. It's been cloudy for the past couple days. It's been phenomenal, man. When I tell myself that, I have noticed statistically, every time I've done it, I have always been like, dude, fuck yeah, I've had a really good day today. That's what works for me. Now, if you're, like I said, if you're in a bad mood, that might not work. But for the most part, if you tell yourself, I'm going to be in a good mood, and you start smiling, when you go to a location, you're going to be in a good mood, or you should have an easier time talking to people. And another way too, like if you go to a location and you're learning how to talk to random strangers or practice your social skills, which is what this channel teaches you how to do, tell yourself, hey, you know what? I'm going to talk to at least one person today. I'm going to go up and I'm going to say hi to at least one person. And you know, even if I don't have a conversation, I just want to say hi to somebody. I want to say hi to somebody and I want to smile. Do that, man, because what you focus on expands. I've said that in a lot of my videos. If you're new to this and this is the first time you've heard that. But to reiterate at the beginning of the video when I gave you that example, if you go up and talk to like a guy or a girl, like girls that have RBF, resting bitch face, I talk to a lot of those girls and they're very like sweet but very reserved. And a lot of those girls have told me like, yeah, I don't have a lot of people come up and talk to me, and I don't know if it's like my face or not. And girls know that if they have RBF, girls know if they do or don't. If they do, then they know like that's going to make them less likely to be approached. And that sucks for you guys. I'm somebody that I don't care. I'll go up and say something to you. Now, there are people where even if you're in a good mood, there are people, like I've seen several girls at the gym that I used to talk to just on a friendly, casual basis that they kind of like 180 personality-wise, where it's like they see me, like see anybody, and they just don't want to talk to you. So what I'm saying with that is even if you're in a good mood, there are going to be people where they don't want to talk to you. You might have talked to them in the past, but now all of a sudden they don't want to. You never really know. None of that's personal. It's whatever's going on in their heads, okay? So I just want you to know that when it comes time to practicing, meeting new people, or talking to people, even if you're in a playful, fun mood like I'm demonstrating, there are going to be a lot of people that they're just not going to want to talk to you, and that's fine. I only want to talk to people that want to talk to me. I just have too much self-respect. I've been in conversations before with people where I've been in a great mood, but like talking to them, I'm like, dude, you're putting in like no effort. Like, what the fuck, man? This is so boring. And I will disengage from that. Hey, you know what? Have a good day. I'm going to go talk to somebody else. I think I've said that before. Hey, I'm going to go and talk to somebody else. Have a good day. Because you can just tell based on someone's personality, like in the moment, you could just tell like, okay, this person either doesn't want to talk or they're in a bad mood. I don't know what's going on, but this is not pleasant. This is not fun. Disengage from those. So I know that wasn't really part of the video on like being fun and playful, but I guess it is relatable, because if you're in a good mood, but you're talking to somebody that doesn't look like they want to talk or that they're not in a good mood, well, that means that if you talk to them, like I said, you could give the person a good feeling depending on how much they like you. But if it's a stranger or somebody that you only kind of talk to every once in a while, you're not going to do anything to them. You're not going to want to talk to that person. This is just from a personal experience. If I see somebody that I want to talk to, but like every time I've talked to them, it's kind of like I could tell they're either ignoring me on purpose, or they don't want to talk, or when I did talk to them, it just wasn't enjoyable. I'll either roll by them or walk by them, or I just won't talk to those people. I'm just at the point now where like I know who I get along with and then who I don't. So I'm somebody that likes talking to people that are very easy to talk to. So that's why I said, like, if you talk to somebody and you're in a good mood, talking to you is going to be fun and enjoyable and easy, but the other person might not reciprocate that. So even though you are trying to give them a good feeling, they're not going to welcome that, and there's nothing you can do there. So I'm going to end the video right here just by saying, like, listen, practice being fun and playful when you talk. Smile when you talk, okay? Let me demonstrate something for you real fast before I end the video. This is important. If I talk to somebody, I'm going to use my expressions and tonality. If I talk to somebody closed off like this, and I lower my voice, and I'm not smiling, I'm like frowning, I look like I'm in a bad mood, I'm kept together like this, I might be able to ask you, hey, man, how's your day going? You look like you're having a good day. Like, that's not very fun. But if I'm playful, I go, hey, bro, what's going on, man? Hey, how's your day, man? I haven't seen you in a while, man. What's up? See, do you see the difference how, like, alive and inviting I am? Just because I raised my voice or, like, my excitement, you could feel the excitement. I don't know if you can feel it in the camera, but I can feel the excitement right now when I talk. Now, if this is what I mean, like, you're fun to talk to, okay? This is, you can still, like, if you're a guy, you can still maintain like a masculine frame by being fun and exciting like this, because women only care about how they feel about you. So if you're like talking to a girl and you're like, you're smiling, you're being playful, you're teasing her, flirting with her, like you're just fun like this. This is a guy to a girl. Well, she's gonna pick up on that. Same thing for anybody, man. If you talk to them like you're in a good mood, and you're just livid like this, and I don't really know the word to say that, but I mean, this is more welcoming. I'm sure I'm sure you can agree with me. This is a much more welcoming person to talk to than a guy that's gonna sit here and be like this. So if you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, if you're looking to improve your social skills, man, check out this one right here. You guys are gonna love that video as well. And hey guys, I will see you in the next one.